Hello, 6th graders. We are in section 8.2, which covers volumes of cones. So, what is a cone? Well, a cone would look like this. So, over here, we see a cone. The cone has a circular base, which comes to a point. Now, this is a right circular cone because the vertex and the center, the segment that connects them, forms a 90-degree angle. They are perpendicular. So the height is represented by h. The red region is represented by the circle, which is the base area. Now the volume of a cone is 1/3 of the product of the area of the base and the height of the cone. So, base area times height times 1/3, or divided by 3, either one. But make note of this, right off to the right here, the height of the cone is the perpendicular distance from the base of the vertex. And we've already talked about that. So here it is, the height of the cone is the perpendicular distance from the base to the vertex. Now, here's our formula. But let's think about it. On a cone, what is the shape always going to be? It's a circle, which is pi r squared. So I can replace the big B with the area of what the base would be, which would be pi r squared. So for a cone, the formula would always be 1/3 pi r squared multiplied by the height. So let's look at example number 1. Once again, you should be putting these in your notes. Find the volume of this cone and round your answer to the nearest tenth. Step 1. We write the formula down. Volume equals 1/3 base area, which is pi r squared, multiplied by the height. Volume equals, I'm going to leave the pi there, because if we wait till the end to plug in, we'll have a more accurate answer. The radius squared, well, the radius is 2, since the diameter is 4, multiplied by the height of 6. The rest of this you should be able to do in your head. Let's see, 6 times 4 is 24, 1/3 of that is 8. In terms of pi, your volume is 8 pi. Rounded to the nearest tenth, it is approximately 25.1 cubic meters. And that would be your answer. Example number 2. Find the height of the cone and round your answer to the nearest tenth. We still are going to use our formula. Volume equals 1/3 pi r squared h. Formulas are such powerful things. We can use them to find any of the letters, the radius, the height, the volume. In this problem, I would plug in 956 feet squared equals 1/3 multiplied by pi times the radius squared, which would be 81, multiplied by the height, which is h. So that would give me 956 equals 1/3 of 81 would be 27 pi multiplied by h. I divide both sides by 27 pi. Now if I divide both sides by 27 pi, my height would give me approximately 11 3/10. So the height is approximately 11 3/10 feet. All right, on your own. If you would like to do these on your own, you absolutely can. If you understand what we're doing, you can skip over it. But the two answers for this would be, let's see, example 1 and 2. 1 would be 180 pi, which would be approximately 565.5 cubic centimeters. And 2 would be approximately 30 6/10 yards. All right, in example 3, we're talking about a timer that was represented by 2 cones in with sand. So to answer a trivia question, you must answer before the sand in the timer falls to the bottom. The sand falls at a rate of 50 cubic millimeters per second. How much time do you have to answer the question? So first up, cubic millimeters is like a buzzword. Cubic millimeters means I'm going to have to find the volume, cubic. Volume equals 1/3 the base area, pi r squared, the radius is 10. Now we're just looking at the sand, remember, times the height of the sand is 24. If we did this, this is 800 pi, which is approximately 2,513 cubic millimeters. Now, to find the amount of time you have to answer the question, you're going to multiply the volume by the rate at which the sand falls. So 2,513 millimeters cubed. Remember, when you multiply this, you're using a unit rate. 1 second, it's the conversion factor. 1 second is 50 cubic millimeters. Cubic millimeters cancels. So all we do is take 2,513 times 1 divided by 50. All you're doing is dividing by 50. This gives you about, if you did this, this gives you about 50.26 seconds. So it's about 50 seconds to answer the question.